Hello, everyone. This is Robert from Book of Mormon Editions, where we discuss printings, publications, and various editions of the Book of Mormon. So I'm always amazed that I'm still learning new things regarding various physical aspects to the Book of Mormon, and I just had to share something unusual here today. We've mentioned that the early printings of the Book of Mormon were in novel format, no versing and no markups regarding various stories or topics. This concept of reading new scriptures could have been daunting back then, especially when the 1830 edition had 588 pages of text. The 1837 Kirtland edition was the same situation. It was a smaller size for a coat pocket, but had 619 pages for its work. The 1840 Nauvoo edition was a similar size to the 1837 printing and had 571 pages. So remembering where various passages were in these early copies could have been a struggle. Nowadays, we have a great set of indexes, reference guides, and footnotes to help in our scripture study. However, it wasn't until the 1841 edition, printed in Great Britain, that there was an index included in the original printed material. However, there was a solution created in 1835 where a 4-page reference index was independently printed. The pages were the same size as the 1830 edition. These reference guides were inserted into the 1830 volume, usually at the end of the book. This is called tipping, and a low percentage of the 1830 copies that exist today have these reference guides tipped in. In addition to the 1830 reference guide, there was another inclusion that was created for the 1837 and 1840 printings. This was printed in 1842. It seems the Kirtland and Nauvoo printed editions were a similar size enough that there was one reference guide that included columns to reference these second and third Book of Mormon printings. Rather than a chronological index, this is a topical reference guide listing 21 pages of various gospel topics, including a last page highlighting the ministry of Jesus and his Nephite disciples to the people of the Book of Mormon. This small reference guide was published in Philadelphia and sold for about 6 cents a copy and discounted if there was 100 purchased at once. These were regarded as common, so many of them were discarded and now pretty rare in terms of surviving copies today. It's credited to a Robert Crawford, but funny that all the research for Robert Crawford comes up with very few entries. That he was a missionary companion for Erastus Snow, that he printed this small reference guide, and that's about it. However, this small printing adds to his legacy and was significant to early Book of Mormon referencing, and now a collector's dream because of their rarity now. While this is not a video regarding full independent volumes of the Book of Mormon, I found it fascinating that there were additions by way of reference guides to these early copies of the Book of Mormon. So, the Joseph Smith Papers and BYU Digital Archives have linked to scanned copies of the 1830 reference guide, and I'd refer you to check these out as it's a pretty fun idea that there was something added to the early copies of the Book of Mormon. Thanks everyone for sharing this here today. If you have a special or unique printing of the Book of Mormon that you'd like reviewed here, please contact me at bomeditions@gmail.com. Best wishes until next time.